Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Welcome to another video. This video is going to be a little different. I'm going to be talking about my planner. I think at the beginning of the year, around March, I made a video and I was introducing this planner, like I'm going to be using it and all of that, and I've just been using it throughout the year, but I haven't really gone deep into the planner, like how I've used it. Is it working for me? And hopefully by the end of these videos, because this is not going to be just one video, I'm going to go through, it's going to be a few videos. I don't know how many videos, but it's going to be more than one video. I hope by the end of it, I will have convinced you to either get yourself one or, start on your budgeting journey if you haven't started already. I'm doing this because I know I'm always getting new subscribers, and some of them are new to budgeting and all of that. And if you already are a budgeter, you might just pick up one or two tips that maybe you're not implementing and hopefully help you in some small way. So my name is Terry. I am from Botswana, and I am a mother and a wife, and I have two boys, two grown children, and it's just me and my husband at home. I use the cash envelope method to manage our finances. So first of all, I think a cash envelope method is basically a system where you use cash for your everyday spending. You do a budget and then you divide cash into physical envelopes for different spending categories, and it helps you control your spending and it helps stay on budget. It's a system that I found works for me, and I'm sharing my journey on this channel. And I think I'm going back to the beginning right now, because the series that I'm going to be doing on the planner is kind of about my cash envelope method. It's about the system and how this planner has helped me manage my finances. So I'm sharing that in the hopes of maybe getting the message to someone who doesn't really know much about cash stuffing and who doesn't really know what's going on, because I get a lot of questions. People are asking, like, you just put money in envelopes. What, did you just withdraw your whole salary and just put it into envelopes, or what do you do? So I think maybe some videos might be confusing to people, a person who's not really familiar with the cash envelope system. And that's what this is about, and how this planner helps me stay organized, how it's helped me with routines, because I do have routines that I do, and this planner helps me stay consistent with doing that. So that's why I'm doing these videos, to kind of show you how this planner, how I'm implementing this cash envelope system, how my planner helps me stay organized, helps me with the routines. And this is an empty one that hasn't been used, but let me just show you mine, how this system helps me stay organized. It's almost up, I'm a few months from filling up this book, so I kind of want to show you guys how this planner is really working for me. But like I said, there is a video where I'm introducing, where I'm just doing a flip through and kind of talking through the pages and how this planner works and everything. So I'll just link that video in the description. And then this is kind of just showing you how I've used it, because I was showing you how I'm going to use it. So now I'm showing you how I have used it. So that's, I think, the introduction to the video. So it's going to be, like I said, more than one video. It's going to be a series. Yeah, first of all, what is a budget? What is a budget? A budget is a financial plan that estimates your income and expenses to help manage your money, track spending, and achieve financial goals. I think that's the simplest explanation that resonated with me when I started trying to find out about cash stuffing and hearing percentages, and it was just so mathematical and technical, and it sounded so different. 50% goes to your needs, 20% to this thing. It just sounded very, very serious. And this cash envelope system it seemed simpler. It seemed very uncomplicated. And that's why I ended up leaning towards the cash envelope system. And there are steps you need to take in order for you to do an effective budget. And they are in this planner, like I said. So firstly, you have to why you want to do this. Why do you want to buy a planner? Why do you want to get your finances in order? Why do you want to get started? Budgeting. You've got to know that. For me, it was our finances were in shambles because I've never not done a budget. I've always done a budget, but that's where it ended. I would do a budget. I would do a budget, show it to my husband. Sit down with my husband, do a budget, put it to the side, and by 2 weeks, the money's gone. Like, or as people, there's this thing that we say, it's the middle of the month, I'm broke. And my husband always interpreted it as you're just admitting to failure. You're admitting to the fact that you've failed to manage your money. And I always thought he was just being a bit much, he's being extreme. But it really does make sense now because it shows that you haven't planned for your money. Therefore, you don't know where your money went. Whereas budgeting now, it's telling your money where to go. And if you don't have money, you know exactly what, I'm broke has a different meaning to me. It just means the money that I've set for a certain thing is finished. Not that I've got no money at all, which is what I used to mean. So that is how I got here, basically. That's why I decided, because I never knew where my money went. I'd do a budget, by 5 days in, the money's gone. So then I started, that's how I got here, like I said, basically. So that is my why. I didn't know what was happening with my money. Having a system that works and systems in place with your money helps you, even when you get a cash injection. Like if you get some insurance money or unexpected money, or somebody who's been owing you for 7 years just suddenly decides to pay you, since you've got that system in place already, it's going to be easy for you to find use for that money, instead of just now it's time to splurge because I've got extra money. So basically that's what budgeting has done for me, and that's why I got here. It's just got me so organized. I've managed to, for the past almost 4 years, I haven't borrowed money like I used to from cousins, from friends, from neighbors. I haven't borrowed money because I'm sticking to the money that we've got. I'm managing our money more, and we've managed to build our house. My husband didn't get a raise or anything. We've been contemplating building a house for the longest time, and then once we started budgeting and knowing where our money is going, we were able to build out of pocket without taking a loan. It's been hard. I'm not going to lie. It's been terribly hard, but we're here. I'm like 2 to 3 months to moving into my house. We're doing the finishes now, and that's all thanks to this method. So first of all, you've got to know why you want to do this. Like I said, before you even pick this up, before you start deciding, to buy a planner or do a budget, you've got to know why you're doing this. And then after you do that, the first thing you've got to do is track your spending. Because by tracking your spending, you're collecting data, right? I'm just going to give you an example of what I mean by track your expenses. You're collecting data, and I think you'll see as we as I continue with this series, what you're going to use that data for. Say, for example, today's the 3rd of the 11th. If I go and I buy groceries for 230, and then I buy mayo. What is that thing called? Is it called mayo? What is it called? Cool time. Cool time. It's guava. Me with my houses, I don't eat cool time, so that's why I've even forgotten the name. It's 3 pula. You put it down, and maybe now it starts raining because it's raining today. It starts raining and you didn't bring your umbrella or whatever. You buy an umbrella, pula or something, and you there's a lady who's selling what is in season now? Mangoes. If there's mangoes, I'm not sure mangoes are in season right now. Anyway, and then you buy a mango for 20 pulas, and watermelon. Buy a watermelon from one of the ladies there. It's 50 pula because you love a watermelon, and then you want to buy chicken licken for lunch, and you spend 125 or something, and then you send Nzamela to your sister, your sister Zanella, 20 pula, and then your mother wants you to buy electricity for 50 pula. You know, this is, I think you kind of get where I'm going with this. So this is you tracking your spending. This is on the 3rd, and then on the 4th, something else happens. You buy lunch. You're at work and you're buying lunch for 30 pula, and you do something else. You pour petrol in your car, or in drive, you pay in drive 40 pula or something. You put petrol for 200 pula, or you're paying for a taxi, and 16 pula to and from you. Maybe it's not even for you, taxi for your son or something like that, in drive for your friend or something like that. You know, that's you tracking your expenses. You're collecting data. You do this for a month or two before you even attempt to do a budget. This is what you do before you even think about you now doing a budget, because you probably have been doing a budget. Like I said, I've always done a budget, but it never worked for me. So now I'm kind of starting from the beginning, and this is me collecting data to do a budget. And I think that's all for this video, my first episode, and we will continue in the next episode to the next step. So basically, the reason you want to know why you're doing this is because it requires a lot of willpower. You're gonna fail. You're gonna do it once and it's not gonna work, and you're gonna come back again and try again, and you need a lot of willpower. So that's why you've got to know why you're doing this. You've got to be determined to do this. If it's got to be something that you're like, I want to change my life, I want to change my finances, and it's not going to be easy. Like everything else in life, it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be a walk in the park. That's why you need to know why you want to do this. And once you know why you're doing this, you know that my finances, I'm in a lot of debt. I'm in a lot of debt, and I need to get out of this debt, or I get money every month and I never know where that money went, or I have some goals that I need to reach. In January, I tell myself, this year, I'm going to do this by December. Now it's November. What have you done? Look back and think, what have I done? And then, I'm getting money every month. I sold my car. Like at one point, me and my husband, we sold our car, and we don't know what to do with that. I think it was like 45,000 or something. To this day, we don't know what to do with that money, because money came and we didn't have any strategies in place. We didn't have any systems in place for our money, and we didn't know how to kind of allocate our money. We didn't have the skills or the strategies to know where to put our money. So that's, we never knew where the money went. That's why I say it's important to know why you're doing this. I think for us, that money for the car, selling a car and not knowing what we did with the money, is one of the things that kind of brought us here. And, husband would get bonuses at work, and boom, we don't know what we did with that money. And since then, we've made a lot of progress. So that is all that I had for you today in the first episode of this, my planner series, my budget planner series, or whatever I've called it. I'm going to write the name here for what I've called this. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, please give this video a thumbs up, and please comment. Let me know what you think. And stay tuned for the second episode. I don't know when it will go up. Yeah, that's all I had for you. And please tell a friend. Tell a friend who you know needs to start budgeting about this channel. And please share this video with them. And I will catch you in the next one. Bye.